Hey everybody, today we're going to talk a little bit about the latest news on Microsoft Surface tablets. So I thought it was only correct that we would show you a very old Surface tablet that we happen to have handy, and since we're talking about the latest, this is what it used to look like, and now there's 3 or 4 iterations later. So what do you think is going to be, what do you think is the best one out there right now?
You know, I would say the Surface Book that's coming out, which is really blurring the line between tablet and laptop. It's incredible, I think. The design is sleek, it's nice to look at, it's not a big bulky machine, small screen, a lot of computing power, and you get to remove all that computing power and walk wherever you want with it with the removable tablet. This is definitely, I think, going to be super successful for Microsoft. It's really where they're differentiating themselves from Apple, who has been really against any type of crossover machine until the iPad
Until
Pro.
the iPad Pro, where they mysteriously came out with a Surface-looking device.
Right. So, what do you think about these new Microsoft products?
I think that the Surface is by far the finest product that they've really ever come out with. I was never a gamer. I'm not a gamer, so I was never into any of that element of Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're all Windows users too. But as far as product goes, a tangible piece of hardware, I think the Surface has been, like you said, a real game changer, especially when you realize it's no longer running a Celeron processor where you're limited by what it can do. This is a full PC that you're carrying around that is super small, super thin, and like you said, use a keyboard, don't use a keyboard, it's awesome.
Yeah, and I have tried both the Surface Book's pen and I've tried the iPad Pro's pen, and it doesn't even compare. The Surface Book just blows it out of the water. When you're drawing or writing notes or just trying to use the pen and trying to find a way to replace your notebook and onto your computer, I think that the Surface Book is the way to go if you're an artist or someone who likes to write things down. The iPad Pro, when you use it, it's kind of a weird experience. The pen doesn't register properly. You got to charge it every 45 minutes. So it's revolutionary, and I'd like to see how it runs, games, things like that. But you definitely have to, I think, go with the higher model to get some of the computing, to get the i7 processor and some of the other powerful specs. But even the basic model can do everything you need to do, and would just change the way I think you run your everyday life with technology. So
for sure. Well, I think by far when you're talking about the smallest device that does the most and the most versatile, you're going to look at the Surface.
Yeah, and I'm a pretty dedicated Apple user. I'm looking to get the new MacBook too. But now that these Surface devices have come out and they've showed us what this new integrated Windows 10 experience will look like across the Surface, across the phone, and into their new VR devices, I think that Microsoft is taking a step forward. So it's making me reconsider some of my purchase habits. So.
Wow. Now that is revolutionary.
Yeah.
That Mac guy thinking about switching to Microsoft for the Surface. Well, that is something else, for sure. What do you think? Anyone going to make the switch from Apple products to Microsoft specifically because of a Surface product? Let us know below, and we will see you again soon.